It's crazy. Her gun pops is unpredictable. You know, like, it's hard to tell what's gonna happen or what he's gonna say. Police chased me on my motorcycle one time. They came through here, and it was like 2 precincts. They thought I killed 2 girls in Bricktown and shit. And they came and they was like, yo, they was chasing. And then I pulled up and then I lost them, right, Pop? The helicopter, all that. They had dogs, all that shit. You think they could catch me? You crazy, nigga. I got low on them niggas. I had a GSXR 750. The new shit, blew on them. Came through here. They came in here like, the white detective was telling them, like, you know, because they thought I killed the girl, so they thought it was a possibility that I could have knocked on somebody's door, you know, and put the gun to him, like, to fuck up, just, you know, chill till they leave.
The black guy said, give him to me, remember?
Give him to me, yeah. He gonna tell my grandfather, like, the black cop was in charge of the case.
Of the investigation,
yeah. Investigation. So the white dude was like he was gonna go talk to my grandfather. And then the black guy was like, no, give him to me.
Yeah.
You know, like, cause he was over the case. My grandfather was like, the fuck you mean give me to you?
Curtis 50 Cent Jackson. A name that resonates with success, resilience, and controversy.
My grandfather right here, right? He part of the reason I ain't rap too tight.
From surviving 9 gunshots to dominating the music charts.
The winner of the MasterCard Best Album is 50 Cent.
50 Cent's rise to fame is nothing short of legendary. But behind the platinum records and the blockbuster movie lies a persona that thrives on confrontation.
And all of that stuff like that. You can read The Art of War by Sun Tzu, but it got to be in you. 50, he posts Diddy reportedly takes temporary leave as chairman of Revolt amid sexual assault lawsuits. 50 says, I'll buy that from you, Playboy, for the low, because you know Cadillac and AT&T gonna pull out.
Those are the sponsors, I presume?
Yes. I'll give you a few dollars for it now. Sell it to me and we can be friends. I'm serious. Call my phone. Why do y'all think that was a genius thing to post?
He's basically telling Cadillac and AT&T to pull out?
And telling people who the sponsors are. So if they want to harass Cadillac and AT&T, that'll happen.
And once a month.
And let's just be honest here. Some people see 50 Cent as a straight up bully who society can't seem to actually get enough of. In this video, we'll dive into the life and career of 50 Cent, a man whose provocations have fueled his fame as much as his talents. We'll explore his accomplishments from revolutionizing the rap game to building a business empire. But more importantly, we're going to take a closer look at the most controversial and petty
shoot me in the elevator?
The feuds, the insults, the social media trolling, battling, and why despite it all, the world continues to watch, applaud, and even admire the man who unapologetically plays the villain. Hey y'all, hey, welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to be talking about one of the most interesting and beloved villains of all time. So what I want you guys to do is to put in the comments some of the most savage and or business savvy moments that you know or heard about 50 Cent, and what was your initial thoughts when you saw how he was moving? Were you impressed? Were you shocked? Did you just laugh? Like, What was your reaction? Drop it in the comments and let's get into it.
The chapters are marked in the description. Please feel free to skip ahead if you like.
$50 Cent's rise to fame is the stuff of legend.
Dre said you gon' like my style. I said you gon' like my style. You gon' like how I break it down. Yeah!
After surviving a brutal shooting in 2000, where he was struck by 9 bullets, 50 Cent emerged with a story that was as compelling as his music. His debut album, Get Rich or Die Trying, was released in 2003. And I remember this time vividly because at the time I was working for the Nextel store. Some of you may be too young to remember it, but it was the chirp phone. Oh yeah, if you had a chirp phone, you was balling. Okay, you were literally balling. And we used to play that album in the back room, cover to cover, rooter to the tutor. It became an instant cult classic, selling over 12 million copies worldwide. Tracks like In the Club,
Go, shorty, it's your birthday. We gon' party like it's your birthday. We gon' sip Bacardi like it's your birthday. And you know we don't give up, cause that's your birthday. You'll find me in the club.
and 21 Questions dominated the airwaves, and 50 Cent quickly became a household name. But it wasn't just his music now that captured the world's attention. From the very beginning, 50 Cent was not afraid to stir the pot and go after anyone he saw as a rival. And this is where the controversy began.
That's my kind of bitch. She be saying some shit like, when you gon' fly me in private so I can land on that dick. She said tricks for kids. She don't fall for the tricks. She can handle her own. She just
Hold up. Before we kick off this chapter about controversy, I think it is important to say one more thing about his origin story.
My mother passed when I was like 8 years old. I went to live with my grandparents. And she had me when she was 15, so, you know, back then it wasn't as common as the young girls have children at 15, a little more now than they did then. So at that point, she started hustling to be able to provide for me at that point. And she got killed when I was like 8 years old.
So when you say hustling, she was involved with what? She was selling drugs.
This video is brought to you by Century PC. Filter, monitor, control. Check the description to find out more about how you can protect your most valuable digital assets.
One of the most famous feuds in hip-hop history is the beef between 50 Cent and R.U.L.E.
A dude that I knew, that I fucked with from Southside, came home from jail. Came on my block one night, seen me on my block one night. Came to see me, rolled up on me, said, yo, Joe, what up, whatever. They call me Left back then. Yo, Left, whatever, you know, we holler at you from there. I'm like, yo, Troy, what up, my nigga? Jumps out, car, we go, walk up the block, we kick it. He pulls out the burner on me. So now I'm shocked, you know what I'm saying? Because I know this, like, I know him, I fucks with him. So now I'm shocked. So he pulls the burner on me. He's like, yo, you holding me strapped? I'm like, nah, I ain't got nothing on me right now. He patting me, whatever. So he's like, yo, he was fucking my girl while I was up north. Just that and third. And I'm like, nigga, what you talking about? You know what I'm saying? Like, nah, I wasn't fucking your girl. You know what I'm saying? And if that was your girl and I didn't know that was your girl, that's a different situation. I said, but if I'd have known that's your girl, nigga, me and you cool. Like, I'm not gonna, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not a slime ball, nigga. You know what I'm saying? I'm not a creep and shit. That's what that was about.
And then I guess a run-in happened where a fight broke out.
Well, no, that was in Atlanta because we was rest in peace to Chaz. 50, you know, don't fuck with Chaz, but Chaz was managing 50 and Preem was managing JaRule.
Right. They ran into each other.
So we was in Atlanta.
You were
and
there.
I was with Chaz. I was there.
Yeah.
So it was Black Child, it was JaRule. I don't know, somebody else. And so, you know, 50, he boxed, he nice with his hands. I done seen him break niggas' jaws, all kind of shit. So Chaz is like, yo, it's cool, let's talk it out. It's nothing. Yo, just come inside with me, cool, boom.
Ja was standing outside the hotel, and he had like this little Louisville slugger in his hand, a short Louisville slugger. And he was standing with a lot of Murder Inc. people and artists, his manager, and so.
And you were cool with all
right?
Guys.
Yeah, that was cool with everybody. So I was like, so when they said, "Yo, man, what's up with 50?" I said, "Yo," I said, "They supposed to talk. Y'all supposed to talk." You know what I mean? So he said, "All right." So when I went back to 50 and Yayo, I said to 50, I said, "Ain't you supposed to talk to no boy?" So he said, "Yeah." I said, so he was acting like he didn't really want to do it, And I said, "Well, when are you gonna do it?" I said, "You might as well get it over with now." And so, I knew he was a little reluctant about doing it, but he said, "All right, not no fear or nothing. I just knew that he wasn't feeling any kind of peace accord, But, he said, "Okay." And when he went to pull Ja to the side, pull him, away from the guys to talk to him, Ja walked over there with the bat in his hand. And, 50, as they talking, how people sometimes talk and they gesture with their hands or whatever. He may have gestured with the bat as he's talking, and I think he raised his voice or something. And then 50 swung on him.
So for those that don't get it, it was basically on some street stuff. That's the origin of it. Some dude came from jail, stole JaRule's chain. It got out in the streets. They were at a club. JaRule saw 50 talking to him. JaRule felt disrespected. They tried to hash it out. It got heated, and then it got physical.
So I hear everything, every little thing, things that they would probably think didn't count because it didn't do anything for their career. I still heard what you said.
So what is it that you confronted on this record, Piggy Bank, concerning Jada, Fat Joe, in general?
I'm responding to the things they're doing. I mean, it's been visible.
I'm from New York, and this is how we do.
That song, New York, features Jadakiss and Fat Joe rapping alongside JaRule, whose own beef with 50 stems from an old street rivalry in Queens. In 50's eyes, that means they've chosen sides.
They come from environments where they know, and they ain't in the dark, they know what it is. It's not music beef. It doesn't stem from music, it comes from actual street, and that don't die. So it's like, you don't stand so close to that person that you view it as an ally to him. Well, I'm gonna sit back so you can try and help him. That's exactly what they did with I'm from New York.
Now, on the massacre.
Listen, this beef echoed throughout the zeitgeist of hip-hop. This was not just a war of words. This was a culture shift.
Any of these guys take shots at you. If anybody want to challenge you in your career, your profession, your safety,
it's cool. I'm from an environment where the price of life is cheap. This is what I'm used to. It's actually a comfort zone for me to have issues.
It was more JaRule, and I got cursed out by Irv. Like, he called me up, "Fuck you. The fuck you think you are? This ain't no kumbaya." I was like, he just dissed my father. I was like, this shit is crazy. I get it, man. I get it. I try to make peace.
It caused a little strain.
Yeah, I mean, because he worked out.
I love Fat Joe. I'm different, I guess, because I can't have a guy who says all of these fucked up things to me and wishes harm to me and everything like that, and then we just kiss and make up.
Let's listen.
I'm not that.
Let's listen to it. Dun 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 dun. I'm like, oh God, fucking Dre, right? So boom. So then, but wait a minute, you're bringing it back. So I'm like, all right, the beat is fucking nuts. He may have one, but let's see if he connected the dots lyrically. He may have not connected the dots lyrically. You can find me in the. I'm like,
this is it.
I turned to Rule and everyone in the office, and I said, yo, buckle up, we have a major problem.
This beef was executed through diss tracks, public insults, and sadly, physical altercations that led to untimely demises. The track Back Down from 50's debut album was a direct attack on JaRule.
Way in the back, on the side.
And it had a massive impact on his latter career.
I knew he was there before I got there.
On the plane?
Yeah.
Man, so do y'all see each other?
No, like, I saw him. Yeah, we sat right in first class. Like, he sat on the other side, like by the window. So somebody sitting at the actual edge of it. See, and then I sat down and I kept getting up and moving around and things.
Seeing if anything would happen.
No, just making him uncomfortable because I knew that he was by himself. It's like him and another guy.
This is I bought like the first 4 rows in this concert.
You bought the first 4 rows in this concert?
Yeah, they was like on Groupon for $15. It wasn't a big deal.
A mess, child. Are y'all catching deja vu? Cause I am. This beef was really something to me that was executed almost with such precision. It literally showed you the evil genius. 50 and JaRule walked so Drake and Kendrick could run. This is one for the books. This is one that shifted culture. As JaRule's star began to fade and Murder Inc., his label, began to fade into obscurity, 50 Cent's only shine brighter. G-Unit, Geffen, Aftermath, and Shady Records only began to propel. The feud solidified 50's reputation as someone you did not want to cross.
Hold up. One more point I want to add to this beef. A lot of people think that JaRule was so scared of 50 and he just laid down and took it. Now, for whatever reason, he didn't come as hard as he could have come during his career when it really mattered. But later on, I guess JaRule got tired of the bullying and he just snapped out in 2018, tweeting, "Fun fact, 50 is a pussy." A fan goes on to ask JaRule if he really want that kind of smoke from 50. And he said, "Yeah, I do." And goes on to list the many times that 50 has been attacked, assaulted, and or injured. JaRule gets really ugly, saying that he minds his business and 50 can't keep his name out of his mouth. He thinks 50 wants his dick in his mouth. Woo, child. JaRule was getting ruthless. He was tired, y'all. Cent definitely made a career out of being one of the most notable public trolls. But one of the more painful public controversies he's had is with his son, Marquis Jackson. Over the years, their strained relationship has played out in the media, with 50 Cent making harsh comments about Marquis on social media, disowning his son in a series of text messages. The texts were so scathing and shocking because even at one point he said that he needed a blood test because his mom was such a D-sucker, he don't even know if Marquis is really his. Really, 50? To talk to your child like this about their own mother is crazy work. It's insanity. And 50 was looking real lousy during this time frame. And could you blame anybody for looking at him the way that they did?
You can't just live in any neighborhood. 81K is not a substantial lot of money. You can't just live anywhere.
And if he's contributing $6,700, that means your mom's got the other half. It ain't just for him to just take care of you. She got to take care of you too. She got to work too, nigga. He giving up $6,700. Where's her $6,700 to go with his? Now y'all got $1,200, $1,300, $13,000 a month.
If I told you right now, right, you got to start your life over right now with $6,700 a month and rebuild your life.
Yes.
Can you do it?
With $6,700, I can.
You
with
have nothing.
$6,700, yes, I can. Nigga, I'm from the fucking blood. I'm from the Edo budget. $6,700, I'm good. That's what I'm month, nigga.
Accusing Ukraine of carrying out a terror attack that severely damaged that bridge.
I had to rebuild my life over with $6,700 a month.
Marquis, I know you feel like that.
Fuck, this nigga's crazy. I'm 25 years old. Why you still talking about child support? I should have $5,000 a year when it was with me. That's why I took his mother to child support, because the bitch thought that she was supposed to get that much more, she wanted more. Oh, that motherfucker nothing.
What niggas want? Look, said, look, you know I don't never ask for shit, man. But I was thinking, nigga, can nigga get a little extra $6,700 a month for the shit we been doing?
I'm almost gonna fire up. That nigga just play too much.
After that, TMZ breaks the news that Marquis wants to have a sit down with his dad to see if they could come to terms with the understanding and the social media frenzy that has been caused by Marquis's comments. And in 2020, 50 Cent went on to the Breakfast Club to say this.
You know? Mm-hmm. You know, Phil, everybody wants to know, is there a possibility of you, you know, actually your son wants to sit down with you?
No, he doesn't. See, Charlamagne, you would call me. You don't call TMZ to say you want to sit down. Think about it, man. You know, you want some attention. And it's okay, you can have as much of that as you want. You know, it's just like he's been trained to believe what you see him say in that interview, that what he was saying, he's been trained to believe that for a long time, bro. Like, you don't just wake up and say, oh, well, I don't believe what I've been believing forever.
So prior to the $6,700 a month, I could use that, shoot. But prior to the $6,700 a month child support, apparently 50 was paying his mama $500,000. Woo! And she kept asking for more, and he tried to explain to her that no matter what, she would never be entitled to that much. So he went ahead and took it to court, and the court ruled that she would get $6,700 a month. So technically 50 is like teaching the mom a lesson. You know, he world-class petty. So, but in a sense, I 100% feel him. He didn't want to be extorted. And I think that if Marquis's mom would have left well enough alone, he probably would have gotten what he was looking for, or the lifestyle that he was looking for. Not really sure of all the ins and outs of that. I do know that shortly after that, Marquis went ahead and responded about the sit down on Twitter. Clearly, these gentlemen can't seem to find a way to talk to each other. They have to talk through social medias. Like father, like son, I guess. So you can pause to read what Marquis wrote in response to his dad's Breakfast Club interview. But in essence, he was really just letting him know, like, hey man, you've had me blocked on so many things. You got people around you intimidated to say anything to you. And it really gets hairy on who's right and wrong in this situation. I know that 50 Cent says some harsh and awful things to his son, but I don't believe his son is completely innocent either, even though he's taking a more passive-aggressive approach to the situation. So it's really hard to say if they ever found a way to find common ground. Judging by what I see lately, and him saying that he was going to leave his fortune to his second son, Sair, I don't think they have, sadly. One theme you can gather from all that we have learned about the beefs, the trials and the tribulations of 50 Cent thus far is that he is resilient, captivating, petty, king of the trolls, and you cannot shut him up. He will exercise his free speech. Believe that. And sometimes he is going to be right on the money, and other times, yeah, he's going to offend somebody and or be dead ass wrong. So this doesn't stop, okay? It gets even better when you look at his social media presence, because it's as notorious as his music. Hell, I think it's even more notorious than his music at this point. He's known for savage posts on Instagram where he's mocked everyone from fellow celebrities to everyday people. One of his most infamous posts involved an airport worker who appeared to have a disability.
The new generation is crazy. They're crazy. What's your name?
50 Cent's latest video?
Look at him. Look at this. What kind of you think he took before he got to work today?
Berating a CVG worker between expletives.
He hot as a right here in the airport.
But the family of this teenager says the rapper's release has no rhyme or reason.
Just sickening. I mean, it's very hard to watch.
Kent Farrell is the father of the 19-year-old seen in the video, Andrew Farrell. He says his son is not on drugs, but he has a disability along with social anxiety.
To put this video out there, say my son is on drugs or whatever, that's part of his social anxiety. He's not wanting to talk. He's not wanting to communicate. He's walking on. He's doing his job.
Andrew's parents say he graduated from Connor High School and was so proud when, on his own, he got the job as a janitor at CVG.
And of course, 50 stuck his foot in his mouth, so he had to walk that shit back. People were highly supportive of the kid with autism and called 50 Cent out on his immaturity and BS. The damage was done, and the incident remains one of the most controversial moments of his career. Insensitive remarks about major events was definitely no stranger to Mr. Curtis Jackson, like in Japan's 2011 tsunami. On March 11th, 2011, Japan was struck by a devastating tsunami. The earthquake was a 9.0 magnitude, the most powerful ever recorded in the country. Waves reached heights of up to 133 feet. This disaster led to catastrophic destruction along the coast, including the meltdown of reactors at the Fukushima Daiichi nuclear power plant, causing widespread radiation concerns. This tsunami claimed the lives of over 15,000 people, while thousands more were injured or missing, and left hundreds of thousands more homeless. Now, you would think that 50 Cent would shut the fuck up and have some decorum, but nope. Amidst the breaking of the news in Japan, 50 tweets, "Wave will hit 8 a.m. Them crazy white boys gonna try to go surfing." Then he later tweets, "Look, this is very serious, people. I had to excavate all my hoes from LA, Hawaii, and Japan. I had to do it. LOL." Finally, he notices the backlash he's getting, so he tweets, "Some of my tweets are ignorant. I do it for shock value. Hate it or love it. I'm cool either way, 50 Cent." This is a classic case of a person who does not know how to read the room, and if they did, they wouldn't care to.
In 2016, while at a party with my wife, I was sexually assaulted by a successful Hollywood agent.
So, of course, unprovoked, 50 comes at Terry's head saying, "LOL, what the fuck is going on out here, man?" Then he goes on to say, "Terry, I froze in fear. They would have had to take me to jail. Get the strap." Terry, however, responded and took it in stride, saying that he listens to 50 Cent's music and how when it comes to essay, size, and body structure does not matter. Fans, however, were not so forgiving, calling 50 Cent both trash, stupid, and saw his comments as promoting and toxic masculinity.
Floyd said, "Fuck T.I., fuck Nelly, fuck 50. I'm like, what did he say fuck me for? Nelly fucked your first baby mama, Melissa, then took your fucking fiance. Say fuck that nigga."
This is a special ASLELS challenge for you, Floyd. If you can read one full page of a Harry Potter book, nigga, I'll give $750,000 to whatever charitable organization you want to. Fuck the bucket of ice, man.
A phone call from my man Jimmy Kimmel. Jimmy said if Floyd accepts the challenge, then he'll put it on the actual show, so you can read it on the show. We don't want to put pressure on you. We know you can't pronounce those words in that Harry Potter book, so we're gonna let you read Cat in the Hat.
As crass as that was, that one, however, was kind of funny. And it seemed like Floyd and him were able to patch things up later on after that. I guess most people just accept that's just how 50 is. More recently, you can see the sheer joy that 50 Cent takes in seeing his enemies suffer. He reacts to the news of Irv Gotti's stroke as, "Damn, homie, in high school you was the man, homie. What the fuck happened to you?" 50, really? So after all this, we need to know why we even like this guy in the first place. If you made it this far, now I'm sure you want to know, why is he the most loved? Because I'm not feeling it right now. But hold your horses, I got you. So, before we get to the good stuff, we gotta point out how 50 did the fool just one more time. He made the fatal mistake of marrying his love for business and his love for trolling at the same time. And this turns out to be pretty awful for 50, especially in terms of character. However, not completely unexpected. So here's the tea on that. 50 Cent bought a sex tape. And with that sex tape, it was doctored up and loaded to his website in 2009. Not only was it doctored up, but 50 Cent allegedly superimposed his face over the man in the tape. And guess who the woman was? Rick Ross's baby mother. 50 Cent is a mess, y'all. A whole mess. Her lawyers claim that 50 used the video in a connection to Ross to drive traffic to his website and increase his own business. There's the business acumen. However, he was also trolling Rick Ross because they have a bitter rivalry and blasting the mother of his child to make him feel some type of way, at the same time making money off of Rick Ross's misfortune and also LaStonia Levinson's misfortune, right? So they say that it destroyed her life. She was depressed, she had anxiety, she felt moved to the brink of suicide. Now, 50 being the butthole that he is, his lawyers claim that this was just a way to get more money. At the time, his estimated worth was $140 million, and he was ordered to pay $5 million in damages. Some sources say $7 million, so somewhere between $5 and $7 million. Now, shortly after he got that little spanking that he well deserved, in 2015, 50 Cent made headlines again, this time filing for Chapter 11 bankruptcy. Now, this shocked a lot of people given his image of wealth and success, but the filing came shortly after he was ordered to pay that $7 million in the lawsuit over the leaked sex tape. Now, many speculated that the bankruptcy was a strategic move to avoid paying the full amount, and honestly, that is what 50 Cent himself confirmed as well in a New York Times article.
Is there a difference in the personality between Curtis Jackson and your persona as 50 Cent?
Yeah, well, Curtis Jackson is my grandmother's child. That's my grandmother's baby.
Oh.
That's when I clean up. When I clean up, I'm Curtis Jackson.
Can you show me the difference? Can you show me, like, who? This is Curtis.
This is Curtis.
And here's 50.
50's financial ups and downs are a testament to his resilience. It seems no matter what challenges he faces, he always tends to land on his feet, ready for the next battle. He is absolutely showcased himself as being war ready, sometimes even preemptively attacking people unprovoked. Now let's talk about what society loves about 50 Cent.
It's Curtis Jackson again. You guys know, without a doubt, I promote vitamin water the best. Vitamin water! None of those other guys will do that. Shit. That wasn't part of the skit.
Have you ever been to the candy shop?
This is a daytime show. And that's my answer.
We're here with the smartest man in hip-hop, man. How you feeling, first of all?
I feel good, man.
So congratulations on the success of this film, man.
Thank you.
Talk a little about getting into the character. Again, your acting is incredible in this film, so talk about just getting into the character.
What I did was, I met with Antoine, Antoine Fuqua sent for me to come down and talk to him about the character in this project. And when we was just going over it, we was actually in a boxing gym in downtown Manhattan, because Jake and they were both training together to make the communications better. Like, Antoine was actually in the gym working out with him.
Oh, wow.
You know, and it just left camaraderie between him and Jake to the point that their communication was on some next level, because they've been there doing all the work together. And what was really smart is they taught Jake the combinations.
while training. Wow. So he knew it. Like, it was easy for him to execute it because he had spent so much time throwing those punches and combinations. And then we talked about the Joy Maines character, and it was like, it's easy to play Slime. It's easy to play like the Don piece, like if you want to use that as an example. And he's not even as bad as people portray him at points. The sport conditions fighters to want all the money, like all of it. Like you can look at Mike and tell he ain't the kind of person that will let you take, it's all enough, just take his money. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, boxing is the sport where
That time 50 walked through the crowd around people that said they wanted his head.
What's up, Phil? What the f? Yeah. Phil, what's up, man? I'm trying to figure out where everybody at. What's up? Over here. Yeah. What's up? What's the deal? Yeah.
50. The Birkin bag. This is my Human Harmony stuff. This is like the merch that they sent over here all weekend. But look, pow, you know they like them Birkin bags. Boom, right? You gotta go. So this right here, I just finished this my wine cellar. I gotta set up in there because it's supposed to be cool in there, but it's some cool. Damn, man, that Branson in the middle, you know the vibe. But this is, I put all of my plaques. Say Eve did this too. This he copied my style, you know what I'm saying? But we got black and white. We got all of the plaques from different television and movie projects that I worked on.
This is a big change in my life. I'm just happy to be present with all of these beautiful people in here. You know, I want to thank Vivica Fox for wearing that dress too.
In 2004, he invested in the parent company of Vitamin Water and endorsed the product by creating his own flavor, Formula 50. When Coca-Cola bought the parent company in 2007 for $4.1 billion, 50 Cent reportedly earned an estimate of $100 million out of the deal. He also founded G-Unit Clothing in 2003. He launched G-Unit Clothing in partnership with Mark Echo. And I don't know if you guys know, but Mark Echo was the shit back then, okay? He also founded SMS Audio. And last but not least, something you guys already know and love, the television and film production, the critically acclaimed and beloved Power franchise. He made a significant impact in the entertainment industry through his production company, G-Unit Films and Television. He is the executive producer of the series. Now, here's what I will say. He had plenty more beefs. The Game, Diddy.
The nigga Pop was like, yeah, like, oh, he's like, yo, so yo, when we gonna get the chance to, you know, to kick it, like we can just hang out, nigga. We gotta kick it. Yo, why don't we like go shopping or some shit? I mean, like I pay for it. And I was like, what the fuck this nigga just said? I got the fuck away from him because I was like, this nigga like the fucking. Wait, this nigga just tell me he taking me shopping. And this is shit that goes on. But there's a little fruit pie. These little weird ass pictures and shit like that out there. I'm just sitting out there for no reason. If you don't see accident pictures, it'll be like kissing niggas. Like that doesn't happen by accident.
On an episode of NRE's Drink Champs, Diddy crashes the show, and the show had Jadakiss and Fabulous on it, and he kept on pressing Fabulous about when were they gonna party together, and you could totally see how uncomfortable and just unraveled Fabulous was. He was totally creeped out by it. Everybody's head was put down, and just the way that Diddy just kept pursuing the party with me relentlessly, the internet was buzzing like, dude, you are a creepy creeper. And obviously, you know, that didn't age very well due to allegations and things that have been put out into the public by Little Rod and many other people, who has revealed that Diddy is much more sinister of a perpetrator than we could have ever imagined, besides just being like a little bit zesty. That said, 50 had to put his spin on it and says, sorry, I can no longer help you guys. Soon you will all be gay and happy. You are now left under the leadership of Puffy Daddy. Report to the nearest rainbow. Woo! Leave it to 50 to twist the knife. What I find interesting is 50 claims to have such an issue with his zesty, sus behavior. However, this XXL magazine cover always gave me the heebie-jeebies. But love him or hate him, 50 Cent has left an undeniable mark on our culture. And as long as he continues to push boundaries, there will always be an audience ready to watch. Thanks for watching. If you've enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe for more deep dives into the lives of your favorite and sometimes most controversial figures. Until next time, stay tuned and keep questioning the stories behind the headlines. Peace.